Hello everyone. For this short tutorial, we're going to take a look at Classwork. So for this example, I've created a new class. It's called Biology. I'm totally making it up here, but when you first create a class, this is what shows up. You're defaulted to the stream, and it says, use the stream to communicate with your class here. You can create and schedule announcements, and you can respond to students' posts. We talked about that in our last tutorial video. Really, the stream is just that place to put announcements and respond to student questions. Classwork is a whole different animal. When you click on Classwork, you'll see that what Google lists here is that you can assign work to your class here. You can create assignments and questions, and you can use topics to organize your classwork into modules or units. This is probably the biggest update to this round of Google Classroom. And that ability to take content and put it into modules or units is really helpful to students because it just keeps everything in one place, easy to find. So let's play around with that. And let's start by creating our first topic. So I'm going to create a topic. And this topic is going to, by clicking on the create button, this topic is going to be Unit 1, stem cells. And I'll add that. I'll create another topic, and I've called that Human Ecology and Cancer. I'll go ahead and add that. So you can see that it's kind of making these separate blocks. So I can continue to add topics, and those topics become placeholders for where I'll put content related to those particular topics. Now, as I'm looking at this, I can see under Human Ecology and Cancer, I want that to be Unit 2. So if I hit these three little dots, I can rename it. Unit 2. I'll rename it. So now I've renamed my topic. The other thing you can do when you hit these three dots is you can move your topics up or down. So if I realize suddenly that, oh my gosh, I need to add a topic, and it needs to be the third topic in the list here, the third module, you can move it around using this strategy here. Pretty simple, and you can also delete them. So that's pretty easy, but now you need to put content into those topics. So I'm going to start by showing you an example of how I might add a PowerPoint or Google Slides, how I might add a Google Docs assignment, and maybe even a video. So let me get started with that. I'm going to do that all under Unit 1 under stem cells. So again, I'm going to hit the Create button. And in this case, I'm going to create an assignment. So my first assignment is overview. I'm just making this up as I go, so you'll have to forgive me. But it's going to be overview of stem cells. I can decide how many points it's going to be worth. Sure, let's leave it at 100 points. Let's say it's going to be due on September 12th at whatever time you want. I'll just make it 11:59 p.m. And I know that this overview of stem cells, I want to be in that block called Unit 1 stem cells. So I need to choose my topic here as Unit 1 stem cells. So I can add some instructions to this, which I'll do, and then I'll add some content and we'll see what this looks like. Okay, so under the instructions I've created it to do. First, review the PowerPoint, watch a short video related to stem cells. I'll post a video here, and complete the assignment titled Stem Cell Reflection. Assignment probably doesn't need to be capitalized, and maybe I have other errors. That's fine. I can come back and change those later. So let me put the PowerPoint on there. So the PowerPoint is literally a PowerPoint that I have on my computer. So I'm going to use the attachment button to put the PowerPoint up there. And it says select files from your computer. Sure, I'll go ahead and do that. There's my PowerPoint. I'll click open and upload it. Now my PowerPoint is loaded. Students can view file. That's exactly what I want. I don't want to make a copy for every kid. I just want them to be able to view it. The next thing I wanted them to look at was a short video. I'm going to go ahead and add that. Again, this is something I have saved on my computer as well. So I'll click on, oh, excuse me. No, I think this one's in Google Drive. So I'm going to click on the Drive icon. And I was looking at it just recently because I just created it. And there's the video I want them to watch. So I'll add that. Now I have a video up there. Students can view it. That's perfect. Now I'm going to add my assignment, the assignment titled Stem Cell Reflection. At least I think that's what I called it. I'll click on my Google Drive again because I made it in Google Docs. But before I do that, I want to show you what that assignment looks like. Okay, so here's my assignment. It's pretty lame looking because I just jotted down some quick questions for this example. But I wanted to show you a little trick in Google Docs. So all I did was listed some questions here. But if I go below each of these questions, one thing that I do is I insert a table that's just a one by one. That sort of gives the student an idea of where they need to write. So I'm going to do that here in each of these questions. It's not necessary, but it really does kind of provide a nice framework and keeps content organized. The other thing I'll do too is I'll say, okay, I really want this answer to be longer than a one-liner, so I'm going to give them some space. Now, as they write inside this table, it'll just continue to expand as well. But now I'm happier with the way this looks. Of course, I could make this bold and change the font and do all kinds of things. But for this example, it's not necessary. So let's go back over to my Google Classroom page where I was uploading that assignment. So I put my PowerPoint, my video, and now my actual Google Docs assignment. So I'll click on that Google Drive icon again, and there's my stem cell reflection. I'll add it to the assignment. Now what I want to do with that assignment is I want, instead of every student to be able to view it, I want to make a copy for every student. So if you pause and think about the way you do things without using Google Classroom, you may put something under the document camera. That would be like students can view it. You may say students can edit it. So that would be like handing out a document and having the students all write on that same document, passing it around the classroom. Probably don't do that very often, but sometimes it's kind of handy. But mostly what we do when we create an assignment is we make a copy for every kid. So we either say, okay, everybody take out a sheet of paper, or we go to the copy machine and we literally run off 30 copies and then we hand them out to each student. In this case, I want to make a copy for every student. So I've done that. So I've now created my assignment. They've got a PowerPoint to review, a video to watch, and a reflection to do. And I say assign. At this point, now any students in my classroom, because I assigned it right off the bat, when they go into their classwork, they'll be able to see this block of content, click on it, and see everything I've listed for them that I need them to do. So let's go see what it looks like as a student. Okay, so here I am with my fake student, and this is what it looks like from the student screen. Notice it defaults to the stream and it says, oh, Brendan Howard has posted a new assignment, overview of stem cells. And that's because anytime you post something in Classwork, it automatically makes an announcement and lets the kids know you've added something to Classwork. So I'm going to go over to Classwork as a student, and there's my content, there's my to-do, review the PowerPoint, watch a short video, there's the PowerPoint, there's the video, and complete the assignment. Well, where's the assignment? You click on View Assignment. And notice, this is pretty interesting, it automatically named it with my student's name. So students no longer have to put their name on anything. They just are automatically named when you create an assignment in Google Docs. When I open it up, it just creates that Google Doc. And remember, we made a copy for every student. So this is Ethan's own personal copy. He would go then to fill in all of his answers. And when he's completed with that, he clicks turn it in, which is really cool. You don't see this in Google Docs unless you assign it in Google Classroom. He clicks turn in, and now at this point, it says, do you really want to do that? Yep, I want to turn that in. And now as the teacher, I have just received that assignment. And in our upcoming videos, we'll look at how teachers look at those assignments and grade them and provide student feedback.